nahong ino. Alakak nebo ang ramwa, naya nam ramkam. Kala amkam mani, libik bak.
What's the situation?
Manuk maraka naja, ki nawabam, yak manala. Kam ino memnu, naja naya amkam mimik meraka.
Tell me why not?
Laporam amka, mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam, rujagak, yang kim aliam.
Sorry about that, Cypher 9. Welcome to the Eastern Galactic Front. This whole star system is a crisis point. Republic and Empire are testing one another's strength. Meanwhile, the terrorists lurk in the middle.
It's a perfect place to operate, isn't it?
Exactly right. The Eagle's men are using the war as a cover for local activities. Balmorra is their training ground. Cell members recruit, instruct, and arm new terrorists here, fresh soldiers destined for other points in the network. It's a vital part of the system.
So where do I sign up to join?
That I can't tell you, but you have the right idea. To dismantle the terror cell there, you'll need local support. I'm alerting one of our officials to your presence. Lekern Renald is the station chief in Sobrik, the Imperial settlement where you landed. He runs intelligence operations on Balmorra and can brief you more thoroughly.
What's your assessment of the man?
He's worked for us for decades. I've never met him, but I expect he's loyal. Renald runs his affairs out of the back of an arms dealership. He'll be waiting for you when you arrive. Move quickly on this one, Cypher 9, and watch what you say. If things go bad, you'll have half a planet gunning for you.
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. You're one of Keeper's girls, eh? I'm glad he finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters' attention.
You sound like you're familiar with the director.
Oh, Keeper and I go back. I knew him before, well before he was Keeper. Wouldn't trust him if my life depended on it, though. I kid, of course. Keeper's a good sort. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Secure or not, this is an odd place to work from.
The shopfront's a necessary deception. The Republic and the terrorists have people everywhere. Rather than calling secret informants into a military base, I speak to them here, and no one's the wiser. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
Why do you say that?
Familiarity. The terrorists know Balmorra. The Republic doesn't, at least not as well. This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
What's your response been so far?
The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
You have this plan, but you haven't actually implemented it.
Yes, well, we don't know exactly who the leader is. The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
Do you have any theories about Grey Star?
I don't need more theories, I need proof. I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad, no cipher though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
And gain access to their leader.
Precisely. Grey Star will be ours. Sanju Pyne, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troita military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.
Don't waste my time, Sanju. You're lucky to even be here.
I got you those scramblers, didn't I? Come on, Chemish, you owe me. Maybe not big time, but you owe me.
When's the last time you did an operation for us?
What? Come on, we've been over this.
Grey Star didn't send out a call for cowards, and neither did the Eagle. Do you think...
Hey, someone finally made it. It's great to meet you in person. This is the group I was telling you about. I think you'll get along with them real well. Better than I do, hopefully.
You're cute, but I think I'd remember if we'd met.
What? I know... Sorry, I had to be vague during our HoloNet talks. My real name's Sanju Pyne. Chemish, this is the woman who got in touch with me after the Eagles broadcast. Said she wanted to join us.
Uh-huh. Sanju says you fought the Imperials at Druckenwell. Says the Empire has a bounty on your head.
I didn't know you were at Druckenwell. We should talk.
Is all that real? You some ace killer looking to get the Empire off Balmorra?
I'm the Empire's worst nightmare.
Okay, let's say that's true. My name's Chemish. These people here, they follow SWTOR, our founder. They've been spat on, starved, and punished by the Empire. Now you're not from Balmorra. You haven't been through what they've been through. Makes me wonder how far I can trust you.
What makes you judge and jury around here?
See these cybernetics? Earned them after an Imperial soldier threw me to the torture droids because I looked threatening when I was 18.
Damn. Chemish, I never realized you...
Sure, Sanju. So, yeah, I've earned respect around here. I've earned SWTOR's trust. You've got a long way to go. Look, I don't have a problem finding people for sabotage and suicide runs. But real soldiers? They're harder to find. So, take a job, show you're useful, then we'll talk.
What do you mean by, take a job?
There's an abandoned factory not far from here. Used to make droids, but its defenses went haywire when the Empire took over. Place is swarming with rogue security units. It's also full of expensive equipment. Get inside, and there's something I want.
Name it and it's yours.
The Okara Droid Factory produced shielded power cores for stealth droids. I want a case for my people. My people can convert the cores into explosives, plant them around an enemy base, and thanks to the stealth shielding, no one will know until it's too late.
Sounds nasty. But sometimes nasty is what gets the job done.
Let's be upfront. This is a test. So if you fail, don't bother coming back. We'll just kill you.
Good luck. And be careful. The factory's a nasty place.
All right, make me look good. No time to chat, Agent. Get all needy on me. We're gonna make an excellent team. Sure thing, Agent. Sure thing, Agent. I'm making you look good, Agent. You should be grateful. We're gonna make an excellent team. Don't get all needy on me. Yes, sir. Lock and load, sir.
Thank the stars I reached you. Sorry about earlier. With Chemish there, I couldn't say a thing. Station Chief Renald told me you were from Imperial Intelligence, so I set things up as fast as I could. Anyway, Sanju Pyne. Guess you know that.
I'm Cypher 9. Renald said good things about you.
I'm trying not to mess up anyway. So, Chemish verified your background. Intelligence did its job, you're fine there. I'm doing my best to find out anything about the cell leader, Grey Star. Maybe you can learn more when Chemish trusts you.
Winning over Chemish is the top priority.
Right. Well, she's a fanatic, but she respects results. The more you impress her, the more she'll give. There's one other thing. Those power cores you're after, you know what Chemish plans to do with them, right? She's gonna attack Sobrik. She'll have some of the new recruits plant the bombs and run, hit the town and the Imperial base.
Casualties? How many injured, how many dead?
Well, how am I supposed to figure that? Just listen. I know a way to disable the power cores so Chemish won't suspect you. There's a machine in the factory that can do it. Run the sealed case through the machine, and the cores will fry. Chemish will see you didn't unlock it. She'll assume the cores went bad over the years.
If you're wrong, the whole mission ends in failure. That's not an option.
Look, I'm sorry. I was out of line, and it won't happen again. The mission is too important to risk Chemish getting suspicious. I'll see you when you get back to Troida, okay? Sanju out.
Kinda cute, isn't he? Kinda stupid, too. If he had money, he'd be perfect.
Sanju has a few things going for him.
You two would be perfect for each other. Horrifying, but true. Anyway, let's find that machine. Or maybe not.
Back already? Your friend's quick, Sanju.
Told you she was good.
You tell me a lot of things, but I asked for the stealth droid power cores. If you don't have them, you're wasting my time.
I had to melt down half an army of droids to get this. Better be worth it.
Sure you did, hero. It'll take a minute to get this case open. Sanju, go fetch Pyther and a droid.
I think we've got it, Chemish. Crack the case open and let's see if our new friend did the job right.
Looks like everything's here. The power cores read fully functional. This is nice. Very nice.
I think it's time to blow up some Imperials.
I agree. It is about that time, isn't it? I'll make the arrangements. You realize I wasn't expecting much. Didn't know if you were really for the cause. Didn't know if you had the skills. Still not sure how far I can trust you. But you've got the talent.
I've got talents you haven't even dreamed of.
Yeah, maybe you're right. We keep working together and maybe I'll find out. While my people are fixing up the power cores and planting them around Sobrik, you'll be doing something different. You've seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
You make them sound so charming. I'll have to pay them a visit.
Yeah, you will. I was getting to that. Grey Star set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
Give the word and I'll secure the place for you. Drooling killers or not.
You don't think small, do you, huh? Tempting, but no. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the Outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all this clear? Getting the data won't be easy, but you manage the factory, so I figure you can survive the Outpost.
I know what I'm doing. I'll make it through the caves.
Now get out of here. I've got some power cores to pass around and an attack to plan.
So, Chemish brought you in, huh? Too bad we didn't get to train together. I like teaching the new recruits. I'm Pyther. I'm one of the old hands, from before the Eagle started his whole galaxy-wide campaign. Back when we just had Greystar.
What's the story with Greystar and the Eagle?
The story? Look, the Eagle trained here. They say he was one of Greystar's lieutenants before he took off and started finding allies. Me? I appreciate what the Eagle's done. Killing Darth Jadis, blowing up the Dominator. That took guts. But Greystar's the guy I follow. Without Greystar, I wouldn't have much hope for Balmorra. But he knows what he's doing. He can make a weapon out of a farm boy. He'll get us out.
Tell me what Greystar's like.
Never met him, but I've seen his messages. He's not as charismatic as the Eagle, but he is smart. That's all I need in a leader. You take care of yourself now. I need to get back to work.
What are you looking at me for? Aren't you in charge? Don't push it. Rise and shine. getting good. Ash in the soil and a gun in my hands. Let's go. Come on out, I'll show you my gun. Now's really not the time. Maybe later. Tough now, dirtbag. No time to chat, Agent.
I'm receiving your transmission. Give me a second to fine-tune the frequency and I'll start transferring the data. I just talked to Station Chief Renald. He says a series of explosives went off in Sobrik. Probably our power cores. They took out a barracks and a supply depot, and they damaged one of the docks. A few dozen casualties. I thought you should know.
It could have been a lot worse than a few dozen casualties. We got off light.
Maybe. They probably only used half the power cores, though, but doesn't matter. I'll focus. I think some of this outpost data came from Greystar himself. Orders, information drops, that sort of thing. Blast. There's a list of collaborators. Balmorrans who've been working with the Empire since the occupation. Chemish hates collaborators.
You think this is what she was after?
I'd bet on it. Chemish probably wants to make the list public. If the collaborators are outed, a lot of Balmorrans will want them dead. Some of these guys are officials, factory bosses, the works. If they start getting killed, the governor's gonna punish everyone.
Punish them how, exactly?
After a big terrorist hit, the governor rounds up a bunch of civilians. Most of them disappear forever. Look, I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Chemish goes public. You already showed you were loyal with the Sobrik bombings. We can take a little risk here.
Get the message out to secure the collaborators. No one else has to die.
All right. I'll do my part. We'll hope Chemish doesn't catch on. I need to sign off and get back to Troida. You should do the same. Send you out.
You two are so good together. Sanju wants to save lives, you want to save lives. It's cute. Shame you'll never find happiness together.
What can I say? People just fall at my feet.
They do. Me? I have to push men down there, but it all works out. Anyway, let's get going. No point hanging around here.